we've got to do Clio things, and while the rest are in Clio Sport V6 cars, I'm in Clio Cup car. Watch me obliterate these people. Oh, Lord. Clio stuffs and Clio things. Yep. Bye. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful corner in there. Did you put Clio on your Clio? Yes. Burgers need more Clio sauce. Wait a minute. Well, at least there's no test course in this series. Oh god. This car handles far better than the others, so I just have to keep that in mind. Also, for those wondering, this is mid-engined, which means much handling, I think. 34.5. Is this going to be faster than the Motorsports Elise? We'll have a heyday in this series. I won't be, because Route 11's back, and it's in reverse again. Kind of the reason why I want to get all these small professional league championships done as quickly as I can. I turned way too early. There I realised that the guy who done the voice of Milo in Atlantis is the same guy who made Back to the Future. Well then. 11-second lead after one lap, so Route 11 will be easy. Route 11 is still hell. On 27.26, I want to go faster. I won't be able to go faster by doing that, though. What is fast? I don't know what fast is. It's when things It's when things move quickly. As the same guy was mind-blowing. Come on, please go faster. Guess the Clios ain't going to be catching up anytime soon. Mainly because I have 470 horsepower in this thing. There's a lot of different RX-70 GTX. The 16th one? Yeah, because there's like the Spirit R, the Touring X, the Type R, the Type RZ, Type R, Type RS. And there's the Savannah convertible. Type A. There's loads. Just wait till you get to the Skylines. That's a wall. Come on, let's go faster. There's 27. I think there's something of the region of 91 different skylines in GT6. It's a bit like may as well be called Pokemon. Gotta drive them all. That's a wall. That's a wall. Let me count how many skylines. You're gonna be surprised. Damn it. Need to stop smashing into walls. Oh, what lap? 124.29. Go faster. This time without hitting walls. Already that's faster. And already I've lost all one momentum. Turn. Really should have put a different clutch on this, I'll be honest. Ooh, am I going to be overlapping them soon? Sure seems like it. Man, this car loses a lot. Man, this car does lose a lot of turbo pressure up in the revs. This means not much more speed. Okay, that was excellent. Come on. Can we hit 123? And can we overlap these guys on the next lap? Damn, that was a head-on collision. Just hoping nothing weird happens this race. Like the last time. Wow, why did my car just slide onto the left? On 24.1, that's good despite the head-on collision. Well, are we getting anywhere near that now? There they are. I sniff them. There you are. Come to daddy. Yes, they do count. They're part of the Skyline family, so... Oh, for Christ's sake, get out of the way. $76. What? I'm sorry. Oh God, Slipstream-orama. I just got maximum slipstreamage. Despite that, I'm 1.2 seconds slower. $76. There's something like 40 in GT4, which is still ridiculous. I guess you could say it's Kaz's favorite car. It took me a while because I keep thinking I lost count. You thought you lost count on the hundreds of different Skylines that are available. Not counting cars anymore. I don't blame you. Oh, hello, 123. Whoa. Big hit. A 100 different impressors. Oh, that depends on when GT7's coming. Yeah, I was told earlier, Alex, it actually looks really good. It kind of looks like they're stepping up into simulator territory, though, which is not the wisest move, considering that the old TOCA race driver fanboys are going to rag all over it because of that decision. So if it keeps the Simcade gameplay, that's going to please a lot of fans. I think these tyres have had enough. Spaghetti. Win. Anyway, let's get back onto it. On. Oh god, but pitted. Oh well. Clio too fast, please nerf. No. Time to do things. Time for Grand Valley. I take a swig. Go! Use me, sirs. Dare I say it? No. Because my fondest memories come from High Speed Ring. Don't get me wrong, Grand Valley is still an iconic track in the Gran Turismo series, but I find High Speed Ring to have my fondest memories. Even when it was called High Speed Link in GT2. That is called grass. Is it Trial Mountain? Test course. God. Need to keep car in control. Chicane of hell. Beautiful. I'd like to see them try. Look, Tickford banners. Show me the top speed. It's 150. Oh, look, racing. I know, right? It's such a rare sight to behold, racing. Hello, good sir. I'm here to call because you have a pigeon stuck in your bank account. Why did that come into my head? Hey, Rocket Socks. Why the hell did Phone Jack come into my head thanks to that quote? That was good cornering. Because reasons. Yeah, reasons. Reasons unknown to science. Because, oh no, really. It was a random occurrence. Let's just say that. It was a thing. Damn you! I want the car to handle. Yeah, broke a bit early. Stay off the grass. Another news? I don't know. This car has got loads of torque in the mid gears. That is a good thing. Means I can stay in third throughout most of the corners. This car is kind of pay to win. Well, it's got nearly 500 horsepower in it. And you do pay to win. It cost me 300,000 plus many credits for upgrades. Yeah. Behave. This is the reason why I decided to buy every car in the game. You just had too many credits to spare. Big drift around the second corner. I don't know what to do with them. So you just thought, yeah, I think I'll buy every car ever. Nope, they're the part of video game past now. Although they're sort of making a comeback. Games like Cyberpunk and the remastered Yakuza series are bringing them back. Who doesn't? GT6's servers were shut down, what was it, a year after GT Sport came along? Yeah, so a few months after GT Sport came along. Then £5 for a car on GT Sport that cost me 3.64 million. GT Sport logic. I honestly don't know why they were shut down, to be honest. It didn't make any sense. People still play the PS3 to this day, online. Oh, I'm sure they have like 2,000 cars. But I think their focus really, I believe their focus right now is esports. Which is sort of why they have GT Sport. I mean, I can say, yeah, at least you're cashing in on the boom, but really, what are you going to do for the casual player? That is what I call sense of accomplishment. Buy a car for £5 that would have cost you loads more credits. The 1880 car carriages. That won't surprise me. Oh, finally, I did this corner properly. And we are now halfway there. I wonder if we'll lap him on the last lap. Good, now do it 5 more times. Welcome to the Professional League, where everything's either 10, 15, or 20 laps. Which Renault? That's the question. Go faster. Oh, the Gordini. You alright, Gordini? Good choice. I don't have a PS4 or GT Sport. All I know is the updates. So, you telling me do you know this car is like, it's like asking me. Have you ever? It's like asking me. Have you ever had a supersized meal? I won't know because I've never had one and intend to never have one. Also, my feet are overheating. Because right now it's quite hot. It's crap, but I want to test it out. I want to play GT Sport. Here's my problem with it, though. I mean, you can tell their inspiration was iRacing. One of my problems with it, though, is that the safety system on the game is weird. And because you're more likely to be paired with twats, and you are never going to get out of A rank. I just pray to God the set of Corsair like does their systems well, like with Competizione. If they fine tune it to the point where safety is actually quite good, safety system on it is good and it's fair, then they've got a real winner on their hands. And if they get their events right. I saw a Clio. I have a Clios. Excuse me. Uh-oh, yawns are setting in. Excuse me. Someone's ramming me. Because I'm lighter and more nimble. Beep beep, car coming through. Make way. Oh, hello. It looks like they're pitting. Enjoy your pit on lap 8. Enjoy your Happy Meal from McDonald's. But they're French. Not really Happy Meals, it's more like croissants, snails. On turn. Oh, my nose. Why is it so itchy? What's different between McDonald's and ours? Who knows? Different burgers. That's all I can think of. When we don't get the supersized meal. And they've got to adhere to much stricter food standards. Standards. That's all I can think of. Last lap. I've lost a lot of braking performance thanks to very worn tyres. That'll cost 80k against cars that cost 10 to 30 million. Logic! Also good driving. Mustard car with mustard colored tyres. Don't forget the wine. Don't forget the wine for fuel, which can technically be done. I don't know where the ketchup is. And that is that. Spinnerino. And you know what? This time, at least I didn't spin and ruin the race for myself. Maybe you need ketchup on more things. But we do have ketchup. We just have, for some reason, ketchup and mayonnaise. Oh, barbecue sauce and mayonnaise. That's the thing we have. Don't ask why, we just have it. Tastes kind of nice. Look at the pretty face of that Clio, and that's all you're getting. Now for hell. Yep, race free. Should we just start in third? Time for more logic. Time for the AI that cannot see you for some reason. Excuse me, sir. Time for ruined tires. Hello again. We went to dinner. I had pasta bake with beef mince. Also, that was an awful way to take the hairpin. That was terrible. Lap 1 of hell is complete. Really should have broke early. Still made it though, which means it doesn't matter. Ugh. There we are. That's how you take a hairpin. That's how you take a hairpin. Look at the multi-coloured Ferris wheel. It's a wall. That was rubbish. Go, car, go. Apparently the tyres are heated up enough for me to take this corner in second. A tribute to Nicky Lauda in the form of a cinematic video. Tribute the way you want a tribute, man. Nicky was a legend. F1 2018. Good choice. Also, this race is going to take over 20 minutes. just realised there are more than 27 RX-7s in 6. I just counted the non-racing one. So like the Agurai, or was RE Amura? I can't remember. Nicely done through the hairpin. Groovy chicane that shouldn't exist. Groovy hairpin that shouldn't exist. That Monza. Monza in the Ferrari 312 T2. Yeah, good choice. That's a really good choice. That was his comeback race, and I believe he came 5th overall in the race. It was one of the greatest comebacks in motorsports history. Came 4th. Close enough. It was still one of the greatest comebacks in motorsports history. But he couldn't race the last race, which was Suzuka, due to extremely heavy rain. Meanwhile, a far crazier than normal James Hunt decided, yes, I will race. You stupid thing. Oh, the understeer was real. According to a few interviews with Niki Lauda, when he came back, he didn't tell anyone that he was terrified. Which is still astonishing all on its own, Romain. And also in a press conference, according to a couple of people at a press conference in '76, I think it was the time he came back, he was asked a question: would your wife, I think it was something about his wife and his looks. I can't remember the exact quote, but it was something to do about his looks and if his wife would leave him due to that. The words he said to him were "fuck you," and he left. And James Hunt came in and locked him into a room and beat the crap out of him. Suhail Rafis Gaming. I know, Renault Clio race car is one of the best cars in the history of GT3. Yes, it is. Also, how are you? Yeah, James Hunt, as a result of that, beat the living hell out of him. Because he respected him that much. Even though it had a deep, deep rivalry which went back to Formula 3, where James Hunt was the live fast, die young type, and Niki Lauda was the precise, very serious racer. James Hunt still had an immense amount of respect for him. Sure, no, it was either Formula 3 or was... I can't remember. It was either... It was either Formula 4 or Formula 2. But I'm sure... It's a bit hazy. I'm sure he raced in Formula 3. Because James Hunt raced in it. He raced in the Endurance League. No, I'm sure he raced in Formula 3. Either that or my memory's a bit... Ugh. I know Nicky bought his way into F1. Got a loan off his father because his father, I believe, was an investment banker. And James had difficulty trying to get into F1 anyway, because he tried every team out there. Whether it be 40, McLaren, Ferrari. No one wanted him for some reason. Until I think it was McLaren that said, yes, we'll give you a chance. 2 million Austrian money. Back in the day. Weren't they still francs? No, marks. Francs Swiss. Alright, take it easy, Alex. He bought his way into a team in which he got the test driver to... No, it was the two engineers to change a few things, and he said, put these changes in and you'll go 2 seconds faster. They laughed at him. They did the changes anyway. And he was 2 seconds, and the test drive was 2 seconds faster. First was March. First was March. Wait, his first team or BRM? Are these teams? Yeah, first team was Team March, and then it was BRM because he was a solid driver. Speaking of solid driving, I seem to be doing that. And in 74 he went to Ferrari, yes. And then we have the disaster that was Nürburgring 76, where I believe he touched the curb, spun into a wall, and he was engulfed in flames because he couldn't get his harness off. 5 weeks he spent in treatment, in which then he raced at Monza. And despite being burnt to a crisp, and despite returning with something around 10% chance he would ever race again, he lost by half a point in 76 to James Hunt for the championship. Nicky would then win 1977 championship. In 84 or 83, he beat Alain Prost by a whole point. Yeah, 84. I knew I was around. I knew it was around then. Just couldn't figure. It was in 19. It was after the World Championship. It was in the Portuguese Grand Prix. Yeah. It was after. It was I think it was mid-season. He announced he was going to retire. Estoril. It was around mid-season, I believe. He announced his retirement. And he founded an airline company, which is naturally known as Lauda Airlines. In which, if it was a crash. I think it was around 87, 88. No, it was around the 90s actually. I think he wanted to investigate it himself. He still kept all of his traits from his days in Formula 1, where he wanted to do it himself to be sure. Because only he could trust his own judgment. He didn't trust almost anyone else's. And now, unfortunately, he's now lost. He's now gone. And thus, another life of a legendary racer is gone. Another talent we'll never see again. Gonna get a lot of comments right now, aren't I? When this video is uploaded, I know for a fact I'm gonna get a lot of comments saying you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. Hey, bit of oversteer. Wonder who else we're going to lose in the world of motorsport. Which talent will die next? That's the question to actually ask now. Which irreplaceable talent is going to go next? Oh, it will be really difficult to find anyone like him again. A man who was so sure of his own judgment. A man that was right about how a car should be set up. If he stayed in motorsport and he created his own team and he designed the cars from scratch, I reckon he would have a top tier team. But he decided to keep the hell away from motorsport. Which is sad, really. Out of my way, bloody blue Clio. The way. It was much the same when Senna died, really. We'll never find a talent like that again. Man who was faster in the wet than he was in the dry. It was what? President non-executive, eh? Damn walls. And finally, this track is finished. And they pit. Every time I finish, they pit. Must be a curse on the Clios, at least. Anyway, we are many points ahead. And as a result, we shall do more Clios after these messages.